kind of put on some weight. I did that 75 hard. Happy New Year, Marcus.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Marcus.
2023.
Like, it's like the 20th day I've seen you this year. Happy New Year.
Right.
I did that 75 hard.
Mm-hmm.
Came off that 75 hard, and the day before Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve,
Yep.
I finished. So
You got to eat good food on Christmas then.
So
yeah.
Christmas Eve, I got to eat whatever the hell I wanted. I did eat whatever the hell I wanted. Christmas Day, I've been eating whatever the hell I wanted since then. And like, I was like, January, I'll just take the time off that we have. I'll take it off and I'll just binge and have a good time and not starve myself. But
right. Yeah. I'm in the middle of 75 hard now.
Yeah.
And I should have timed it better. Like,
There's
you can't drink, there's no alcohol,
there's
right?
no
And
good
Waste
time.
Management Open's about to happen here. And like,
Yeah, there's no good time to start 75 hard.
But
It's either do it or
it
you
is
don't.
what it is.
So I was thinking about getting back on program, and then I'm like, the Waste Management Open, the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Because the Chiefs are going to go to the Super Bowl.
First Dallas, and then we're going to whoop you.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. What was that? I was going to say, so I'm fluffy. And then fucking, so you get right back on program. You want to get right back on program. But then the Girl Scouts fucking up and decided they're going to change the dates that they sell cookies. Like, since when did the Girl Scouts sell cookies in January? Like, they're like, fuck you, fat people. You are not resolving to lose weight. Girl Scout cookies.
Yep.
And then I get them emails from my sad nieces.
Just buy some
Buy
cookies.
some cookies. I'm trying to go to Girl Scout camp. Like, can we just send you to Girl Scout camp?
Yeah.
And then you bought a bunch for the office.
I bought some
so
for
I'm
the
eating them
office.
at home. I'm eating them at the office. I'm eating them at people's houses. I go to people's houses. They're like,
there's
you want a
Girl Scout
cookie?
cookies everywhere.
Like, oh, help me.
They're
All
so
right.
good, though.
They're fucking
They're
delicious.
delicious.
Tagalongs.
Yeah.
Tagalongs and
Tagalongs.
trefoils are my favorite. Like, those are, I know, like, trefoil is like a grandma cookie. At least that's what my wife says.
I don't even know what that is.
So just like the shortbread.
Oh, yeah, that's a grandma cookie.
Right? I don't know what it is. Like, it's funny because my mom, like, we didn't, when we grew up, we didn't have any money, right? So, like, we barely got desserts. Like, we had ice cream here and there, and there was never, like, shit to eat in my house, right? It was sandwiches, cereal, but there's no sweets. But my mom always had Lorna Doones. Which is why it's probably old. Like,
that's it.
So,
yep.
like, that's
takes you back to your childhood.
That's a fucking
like,
cookie. Like, I eat, and I'm like, oh, it's like nostalgia. And that's why I like it, because it's the only fucking cookie I had, and now it's like got that connection. So maybe that's why, like, because my mom we couldn't afford Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
Now I'm a Lorna Doone. All right, let's go. So, as you know, we just talk about whatever the fuck we want. I was reading this article. And it said, let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. This one's different. I wasn't prepared. All right. Barista meltdown. Technical difficulties. People wonder why we need a union at Starbucks. All right, let's finish. This
is going to be bad.
Like, I really want to. I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I
think I might need a tissue.
It's scheduled for 25 hours a week, and on the weekends they schedule me the entire day, open to close. That one's scheduled for 8.5 hours, both Saturday and Sunday.
8.5 hours.
I can't watch this whole fucking thing. Like
8.5 hours.
25 hours a week. We need a union. This is uncalled for.
Gosh.
How many, dude? Everybody works 8 hours, and I'm probably 8.5 if you get a lunch, right?
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
He says there's only 4 people on the floor.
25 hours a week. So this is what I need. If this is what you think, or this is you,
asshole.
I need you to figure out a way to work like a 70 or an 80-hour week so you can fucking appreciate your 40-hour weeks. Like,
dude, we just celebrated a guy that works for us. We celebrate every year. We give a fucking award to the most overtime. This guy worked like fucking a month and a half overtime, like a month overtime.
Yeah.
Like literally, he worked a month overtime as far as like 40 hours a week. He had 4 fucking weeks of overtime. Like that's the shit that should be celebrated. Like that should be
Right.
celebrated. It should be cast down to people, to fucking society. Like this is work ethic. You want fucking something in life, you don't cry for a fucking union to help you. You
Yep.
get out there and work for it. You need some money, you fucking work for it. You don't beg. I'm just like
Everybody
25 hours a week.
everybody that
It's
we
an air conditioning too.
look up to or that we appreciate the things that they've done work more than fucking 25. They work more than 40 hours a week. Like,
Who do we
come
owe
on.
the credit to on this one?
3.5 hours into my shift, there's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day.
The last thing your team needs when it's busy and people are missing because they called out is you to be in the back room crying. Like, save that shit for when you get home.
And there's so many customers, and they're good.
Is this real? This is real. This gotta be. This is totally
Our manager
real.
was supposed to come in this weekend, and he took himself off the schedule, so he wouldn't be able to be held accountable for calling out. He just literally tore down the schedule that he was scheduled on and put up a new schedule where he was on the schedule. Also, he couldn't have even seen that he was.
Listen, you want to be taken off the schedule? Fucking become the guy that writes the schedule. And in order to become the guy that writes the schedule, you gotta fucking work hard. You gotta work your way up and take that motherfucker's job. This,
Oh, man.
Because he didn't want to be held accountable for not wanting to come in. They don't want to help us. We need a union because this can't happen. This can't happen.
how is a union gonna help? Like a union's gonna say you have to go to work in exchange for what?
Workers, they refuse to turn mobile orders off. We need the liberty to be able to do that because there's so many mobile orders, and I need to get through all of them. And then
Oh, they want to turn. He wants to turn mobile orders off. Like, what is it?
If
So-
this go like if you don't like what Starbucks is doing, right? You don't like where you're working, go work somewhere else.
Well, that's the thing. Is like it does. It's not about the where your fucking job. It's not about the union. It's not about
no,
the work. It's about
it's
the
not.
client.
Oh yeah, for
There's
sure.
nothing without the client. If the client wants to mobile order, that's what the business needs to do. If the client wants to walk in and order, that's what the business needs to do. You can't be in business. He can't get paid unless you're performing an active service or something to the client. Like, I want to turn these clients. They could. I want to turn off mobile orders. I only want them to come one at a time inside the restaurant so 4 of us can wait on them hand and foot in 15-minute increments. All right, yeah, that's good. I'm done with that.
We're done.
Here, let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh, nice.
The sounds. What's the score? What is he squirting down there? Did he squirt water on there to to make it easier to move the cock?
Yeah, I think it's for the cocking.
But
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Like that fucking plate was all jacked up, and then who puts a plate on
Puts
that?
it right there.
Well, that was there, right? Like it was already
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they probably put a wall up. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I've cut plates before.
Oh yeah.
We've cut plates. It fucking ends up good. But this was the tile guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we change the device? Look at
The white plate on the dirty ass device.
Oh wait, let's look at that. Yeah, chipped off there, chipped off there. Ooh, that was a tough one. That's a tough cut. But like, come on,
Yep.
come on.
Just cock the whole thing. No,
Just paint over, just cock right over the device. Squirt, squirt. No thumbs up.
No.
No thumbs up.
No.
All right, we're done. We're done with this. What's in his mouth?
The
Is
chipped
that-
off piece.
The chipped off piece. He's getting. Oh, maybe it was. Maybe like glued it. He like cocked it in and put it in the device. All right. Do your best and foam the rest, bro.
Ouch.
That looks like straight off of that. Like that's a fucking weird. I feel like that's a toilet or something. I don't even know.
I don't know what it is either, but
This is a finished floor. It has to be a finished floor. The
Oh.
baseboards are in.
Oh, man.
This is why you become an electrician and not a plumber. Moving on. All right.
It'll blend in.
Chai.
Oh. Come on, guys.
That hurts my brain. At least paint it.
At least paint
At least
it.
paint it the same color.
Oh, my gosh.
No,
What
there's-
happened to the foam guy?
Right,
On
where's the
this,
foam?
where's the foam guy?
God, that hurts my heart.
Yeah.
That hurts my heart.
It's gorgeous. Until you look at this work that was done.
There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. That's the difference between an electrician and a data guy, right? So like when you're working in your house, if you want like a new data jack or Cox cable or some low voltage line in your house, they'll run that shit from the box outside right up the wall with fucking nails on it, across the roof, down the wall, they'll just do all of that.
Wherever.
Right.
They don't care.
Electrician will like cut it in, he'll put it in the wall, run it through the attic, cut holes down into the fucking wall, get it all patched. Like this is unacceptable.
No.
That's unacceptable. That hurts my brain. That hurts
Yeah.
my heart. It's such a nice fucking place, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's like an overpass on a freeway somewhere in like Rome. You know, like I don't fucking know
Right.
where it is. But it's like, come on. What did you need? Like, what was that?
The workmanship here and here versus the workmanship here. It's just it's
Right?
not good enough.
Shame on you.
Shame.
Shame. Shame. Ding, 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 ding. Shame on you. Look, like, yeah, I would feel horrible if I was doing that in that setting.
Yeah.
It's like putting something crooked in where everything's level. Like, you got to
There's got to be a better way. 100%.
Be better.
100%. Be
let's
better.
Let's get rid of that. Be better. Oh, this one's funny. We don't have the TikTok on. We don't have the video on this one. I had an interview today, and she asked when I could start. I said ASAP. This damn lady said, "Can you come home? Can you go home and change and come back?" Baby, it's Friday, and I got a bottle at home waiting on me. Who is you talking to? She fucking quit. She's in the middle of the interview. If you say, when can you, hey Marcus, you know, I think you're qualified for the position. I really think that, you know, we can do good things together.
Yeah, yeah.
I think there's opportunity for you and us, right? This is a
Right.
mutual beneficial, you know, agreement, relationship. When can you start?
Honestly, man, I could start as soon as you need me to.
You don't have to give notice to anybody. I don't want you to have to leave somebody hanging, you know, burn a bridge that you might need to count on later.
No,
Like,
absolutely
as soon
not.
as possible?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me just check my...
Yeah, just let me know.
Afternoons, all right? Is like an afternoon start, okay?
Yeah, I can do afternoons. That's fine.
What about today?
Like
what-
today?
Like, it's 11:30. How about 12:30? You said I appreciate you being open and honest and ready to go and saying, yeah, you can start as soon as I need you. I need you today.
No.
Feels
No.
wrong.
I got, you know.
Well, why did you say you can start as soon as I need you?
Because I thought you were going to say like 2 weeks from now.
Why would you say that you would start as soon as I need you? This is the same fucking person as this is like, oh damn, we need a union. We need a union to keep employers from asking us how soon we can start. We should just make a law that says no employer can ask a person to start sooner than 2 weeks from an interview. That way, I don't have to feel uncomfortable answering a question that I'm lying about and then having to say, oh, I'm sorry, I was lying. I don't really want to work as soon as possible. But in this new scenario where the laws are different and my feelings are protected, I can say as soon as possible. And that means 2 weeks. Or we can change the definition of
how this should
as
have
soon as
went.
possible to just 2 weeks.
I get the ASAP, right? I get
a
people's
fortnight.
it's a fortnight.
Sorry, go ahead.
I get people use the word as soon as possible or ASAP, like loosely. Like, I get it. But as soon as I go, well, can you work tonight? Right? That's when you just either tell me that you have other things, right? You don't need to go in that you got a bottle at home and I can't work as soon as possible, right? Just, I actually have plans tonight. And then I would ask the question again, right? Because
then
obviously
when
your
can you
answer
start? Right.
wasn't the right
Okay,
answer.
when can you start?
Come on.
A fortnight. How long is a fortnight? I forget.
I literally went to like Abraham Lincoln 7 years ago.
Yeah, scores are different than
Yeah, I know.
fortnights.
I know. I was hoping that he used it like in this week so that I could figure
Right,
it out.
right.
But
You're like, no. I mean, I've been watching Game of Thrones, right? Like I binged that over the holidays, and they talk about Fortnite all the time. I'm like, isn't it like 2.5 weeks? I don't fucking remember. 2.5 weeks. Automatic shut off. Hey, I want my landscape lights to go off when it rains.
when it rains.
Done. We just throw a gutter in that senses the moisture, throws it right into the device.
Gosh. Come on.
It's just so the gutter's in the wrong.
Do you think it's GFI protected or no?
It doesn't have a sticker. Let's talk about those stickers for a second. So, for those of you that don't know, when you buy a GFCI device, it comes with a packet of stickers. I don't know. It used to come with like a 10-pack of stickers, like just a little label that says GFI protected, so that when you feed power into a GFI, and then on the line side, and then the load side, you could feed out to multiple devices, receptacles. You could mark those that they're GFI protected by this GFI, so that when there's something not working, you're like checking all the breakers, you call an electrician, and he's like, you sure it's not on a GFI? You would know to look for a GFI. So this could be GFI protected, but I don't.
You don't
there's
see
no
this.
sticker,
There's no sticker.
But it could have been sun beat and worn off, or
The
could have
water.
been washed away. Could have been washed away.
Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta move the gutter, and we gotta put an in-use cover in. Like it. Yeah, I mean, how many? They make covers like this for like temporary use, right? Like convenient outlets, and they just close. But like,
Yeah, you want like a bubble
once
cover or an end-use
I feel
cover.
like once an extension cord is plugged in somewhere, it's like,
Yeah.
it's in.
It's
Like,
in.
It's in.
Yeah.
Do better. Oh God, this.
What is this?
Does this have a video? Thank God.
Are you sitting down for this? If not, this bill is for you. It's not a bar bill, it is a legislative bill in Albany aiming to get workers who stand all day the option to sit. The Standing is Tiring Act has just been introduced in Albany. It would require employers to allow sitting at work if it doesn't interfere with the nature of their work. The state's Department of Labor would decide who gets to sit and which professions has to stay on its feet.
Man, we are coming in hot this year. Like, I feel like this could have been multiple episodes for sure. But
Right.
like, what do you? Go ahead. I mean, we're sitting down right now.
Yeah. You want to stand? We could have done the episode standing.
If we had a union,
We had a
we
union
could have
or a
done
bill or an
2
act.
We could have been here 2 weeks from now,
Maybe we should write one.
standing. That's fucking sad. That's pretty depressing. How many people stand? Every fucking. All right. You took the job. Like, you took the job. 8 hours a day is standard work. There's a ton of professions that stand when they work.
Yeah.
Well, we saw a few examples in the video.
I
Crossing
just
guard.
don't get it.
Does a crossing guard work 8 hours a day.
And the government, and they're going to decide, like, which professions it's okay to stand and which ones need to be sitting. Like,
Who's going to decide? Yeah, who? Which person?
which person?
Is it going to vote? That's New York, like New York. In New
It's
York, they
wild.
don't even have enough room to stand, let alone have put chairs everywhere.
Right. And it will hinder your work. It just will. Like, if you have any kind of moving that you have to do, if you're literally not sitting there on a computer, it will hinder your job 100%.
How long until they get Segways? You see Segways being used inside the In-N-Out.
Never.
Or like wheelchairs. Like,
Never.
I think they have those chairs, those lazy boys. You sit in and you push a button and like stands you up. Like pretty soon it'll just walk you around the house. Have you seen those?
Come on, guys.
Have you
Like,
seen that?
no.
Well, I mean, realistically, we won't ever. In the future, we won't even go to work. We'll be laying in our chair, 500 pounds with the tube from fucking McDonald's, right? In VR goggles, operating our robots that are out there working for us. And somebody's going to be like, my thumbs hurt. We should take the law into our own hands and make it to where they now have to read my brainwaves.
We need a union.
And then we're just the Matrix.
Yeah. Like, how fucking lazy are we getting with this? Like, how bad? Like, what's the stopping point before, like, you just don't want to fucking work? Right?
Right.
Like, how far do we go?
But you know why we don't want to work, Mark? 'Cause we're not getting paid enough. And we know how much extra motivation we get when we get paid more.
Yeah. That's what creates it.
Listen, motivation, you either are motivated or you're not. It has nothing to do with the parameters, the business, the pay, anything. You're either motivated or you're not. It just makes me sad for,
Are you sitting down for this? If not, this bill's
Sitting down.
just makes me sad for America, for everyone. Is this that chick? No, let's see. I feel like that's the same one, man. This 10 minutes, like, how are we gonna, as a business, as people who hire, how are we gonna like get past that 10-minute threshold? Like, that's the
Right.
magic window. Let's see what happens here.
Stay at work. Quit after 10 minutes.
I came to work
You
today.
ain't gotta tell me
10 o'clock.
twice.
I don't like the over.
Saw a couple familiar faces, and they was like, "Yeah, you work here?" And I was like, yeah." And they was like, "You ain't gonna like it." And I was like, "Why you say that?" They was like, "You not gonna like it." I said, "Okay." So the trainer came out, gave me my badge, and was like, "Hey, we're still waiting on a piece of your background to come back or whatever. So, I mean, if you want to wait in the lobby, you can, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Y'all can have that back. I'm just going to go home. I got another job anyway.
Your guys' customer or employee retention is terrible.
I don't think it's employee retention. I think it's her.
No, it's her for sure.
I think it's this. I don't know. I know, Kayla, you're younger generation. My kids are all getting in that. What do you? It's all right. I got another job anyway. Oh, what do you mean you got another job anyway? You were here to start this job. What do you mean you got another job anyway? And another coworker said you ain't gonna like this job. Is that all it takes to get you to quit something? Like,
Right.
Is that like you trust everybody you fucking talk to? Like, you don't even know that person.
I don't know.
It's okay. I got another job anyways. Or maybe it's. I'm waiting
Well,
for
apparently you wanted
I'm
a
waiting for
second
your
job.
background check to come through. Okay, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Right, yeah. It's like,
I can't.
maybe she went through the
I can't do it.
process knowing there was some shit on the
I
background
gotta
check
stop.
and like,
I'm gonna stop putting these in these fucking things. Or maybe just one at a time.
you know how sometimes every interview we do, we tell people that we do a drug test and you have to pass your drug test to work
And
here.
a background check.
And a background
depending
check,
on,
yep.
and what position you're looking at.
The people that still go through, the people that look at us and go, yes, I can pass all of that, right? And then go pay for their tests and fail everything, right? Like, what the fuck is the point? Just tell us you're not going to pass it, and we'll both move on with our lives. Like,
But I can start ASAP.
as long as it's next week.
Stay at work. Quit after 10 minutes.
Okay.
Stop.
You ain't
All right.
gotta-
Oh man, I'm not on TikTok. Redline, I think is. Redline is, but I can't fucking stand that voice, that robot
at the
voice
beginning.
over
Yeah.
everything. You're right, Bob. That's it for today.
Oh,
Hey, we gotta put temp lighting in. Well, I gotta do my drywall work.
come on, drywallers.
It could have just fucking pulled it over here. Just frame her. Unless they put it in but while the frame was up.
Oh. Come on, framers.
Construction isn't for everyone. Apparently, work isn't for everyone. You
Yeah.
know. That's it. Catch you on the flip side.